All right, so we're July 12th, and I'm out here setting up a new pasture area for our sheep. They've been off pasture for about a week just because my rotations with the quality of grass we have just aren't quite long enough. So they've been off for about a week. Next week, we're looking at temperatures above 90 every day. So want to get them back out here at least for the mornings those few days. So just wanted to get this set up today. So this area we grazed early this spring with cattle. All last year we grazed cattle out here, but it's been sitting for a couple months now without animals on it. So it's grown up again. We obviously have a lot of woody material, especially in this section here. We cleared a lot of dogwood and honeysuckle in this area, as well as some box elder, which you see there's a few that came back, unfortunately. So I just fenced off 4 separate sections up here, fairly large sections, for a couple days of grazing, and just wanted to kind of document where it's at right now because the sheep are such good gardeners that this will look so different in a couple weeks. So this area here, again, is a lot of woody material. This area was heavily wooded when we bought the property, so a lot of the dogwood and that kind of stuff has come back. I did plant some clover, alfalfa, and orchard grass in here last spring. Some of the areas that were more densely wooded, you can see that's kind of come in. We do have a significant amount of trees still in this pasture. Several of them will be coming out yet. We just have not gotten that far. A few mulberries and stuff we'll leave just for some shade up here, especially since this is a west-facing slope for sheep. That gets pretty hot. So we will leave some trees in here for some areas for them to escape from the sun. So the 4 paddocks I put up here all have trees in them, so we have shade, especially with the heat next week. Want to make sure that they can get out of it at any point. We have a lot of thistle, unfortunately, in this pasture as well, based on the disturbance we did when we were doing clearing up here. And since our cattle don't touch it and the sheep don't touch it, I'm planning on coming in here after the sheep this time around and cutting it off and possibly using some chemical on it. We'll see. I'm trying to avoid that this year. So, but as you can see, we have a lot of thistle, all this purple top stuff through here. A lot of thistle through here because this was heavily vegetated with prickly ash and there was no sunlight getting to the bottom layer, so everything here is disturbed. This is some prickly ash coming back. We hit what we could for stumps to try to kill them, but obviously we have a significant amount of stuff that's coming back just from the rhizomes that they have. So that'll be one of the battle. We'll see if the sheep eat it. I'm really hoping they eat it, but I'm not completely confident they will because of the thorns. So we'll see what they do with that. So this, again, lots of thistle through here. My clover seeding that I did last year in clover alfalfa did come through in this area, so I'm hoping that with knocking some of these weeds back, we will get that to kind of improve. I also am going to do a soil test up here this month just to see if I need to add anything to get these legumes to kind of pop a little bit more, because they seem a little dwarf. We don't have much of any topsoil up here, so that might be what my issue is rather than something in the soil, but we're going to check it anyway. So that's what it looks like mid-July, and we will see what the sheep do with it and what it looks like this fall. All right, thanks for tuning in.